Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and today is finally the White Howlite video. This is part of the series where I work with a crystal for an entire month, and then I let you know what I learned, what I liked, what I disliked, and what happened. All that. So remember, this is my experience. What you experience might be completely different, and if it is different, put it down in the comments. I love hearing how everybody reacts to crystals differently. I chose White Howlite for August, so this was August 2025's crystal. I chose it because I needed some patience, and focused on getting my second YouTube channel done. It went live September 1st. If you like a mix of spooky and funny stories, go check it out. I'll put a link in the description. It's called Whispers in the Weird, and I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. But I needed to focus on getting that done, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff I needed to get done. So I have this piece, and then I've got three. Well, I had three of this size, and then I also have in storage, I've got a tower and a sphere. And I've worked with White Howlite before. This was the first time I had carried it on me as a daily crystal, though. So let's start going over everything. So White Howlite helps boost patience, which is what I really wanted. It helps heighten the level of patience you are feeling about what is happening. And no, that didn't happen. It almost had the opposite effect on me for some reason. I didn't feel patient at all. I'm really bad about patience. I have no patience, so I'm guessing because I have no patience, I couldn't help it. White Howlite helps enhance memory, so it's helpful when studying. And I didn't really do anything like that, I don't think. I don't remember. White Howlite helps with intuition. It helps with focus, and it can assist you to reach your end goal more easily by assisting you to stay the course of whatever you undertake. I definitely focused, but it was primarily, how do I explain this? I would focus on one thing, and pretty much everything else, like I had to get that one thing done exactly how it should be done, and everything else pretty much got forgotten. So I'm like super focused on one project, and focus on it until it was done, or almost done. I don't know. Well, here's an example. So I was getting stories done for the Whispers in the Weird channel, and I totally ignored doing my black obsidian video, because usually I try to get these videos posted towards the beginning of the month. Now this is going to come out almost exactly the middle of the month, this video, but I had other stuff going on, so this video will come out next week instead of earlier this week. But I was so focused on that other thing that I just blew off recording that video. It needed to be done, and I knew it needed to be done, but I was so hyper focused on the Whispers in the Weird, which it needed to be done too, but I was getting ahead. Like right now I've got into October stories ready to go, but for some reason I was so focused on that I wasn't keeping up on other stuff like that, on the black obsidian video. So the focus thing, I don't know, it was late. It was weird. So White Howlite also has a soothing energy, aids insomnia and meditation. It absorbs stress, tension, anxiety, and other intense emotions. My anxiety was actually a little worse in August, and I think it's because I was so focused on one thing at a time, and I wasn't getting other stuff done, and that was kind of making me crazy, and didn't have much patience and all that. White Howlite calms animals. You can place it in their sleeping area to help them relax and be more peaceful. I did this when we brought my dog Clover home. She's always been pretty high anxiety and stressed. She's a rescue, so she processes things a little bit differently. And just kind of, I put, I think, one of these smaller pieces in a, it was either underneath her bed or like on the, I can't remember. Oh, air conditioner kicked on. I'm freezing, so I went and shut it off. Like I was saying, I think I actually put it on the, what is it, the baseboard, the edge. It was a white baseboard, and I think it was actually this piece right here. Yeah, because it fit, it was pretty flat, and it sat on there, and it kind of blended in too. So it wasn't standing up, but I think it helped calm her down. Alright, White Howlite can help calm anger and bad temper, helps you deal with belligerent and aggressive people, may calm you and the other person down. Now, this piece, I used to keep it on my desk when I worked at a doctor's office, just for that reason. People are really mean to people that work at doctor's offices, and whether it was over phone or even in person, I had it because of that, and I think it helped. I think it helped kind of diffuse their anger, keep me calm to answer. I had a lot of calming crystals on my desk though, so White Howlite may assist you to tactfully and subtly convey your thoughts so the underlying message can be easily received. I don't know that I had any of that going on in August. Let's see, for health stuff, White Howlite can help teeth and bones and soft tissue problems. I had lots of soft tissue pain in August. I don't remember what was going on, but I know that I was pretty sore in August for some reason. It can help with rheumatism and arthritis. Now, so let me kind of explain what happened. So I started off August with this bigger piece, but around the 18th or so, I switched to a smaller piece. It's actually a piece, I have no idea where it is. I have no idea. It was a piece like this one, but it had a lot more of the darker lines, and I have no idea where it is right now. It's like once I pulled it out to stop working with it for the month, it disappeared. So I started off very high anxiety as soon as I started carrying it, and I have no idea why. I don't think it's ever done that to me. I've never felt like that with White Howlite before. I've always thought it was a very calming crystal. I also became super focused on one project and pretty much forgot all about the other important projects. And it wasn't even like I focused on, like I didn't focus on getting the stories written for Whispers in the Weird all month. It was I would focus on that for a long time, and then the next week it may be something a little bit different, and then it just kind of switched up a little bit. It was mostly focusing on the stories, but it did switch. But it was never like, okay, I gotta get this, and this done, so we're going to do a little bit for each of those things. It was, no, we're going to focus on this until it's at this point, and then we're going to change to this one, and then this one, and some stuff got forgotten. I didn't like that feeling. I wanted, I can prioritize what I need to get done, kind of plan what I need to work on, meet deadlines and stuff like that. So I didn't like that feeling. When I switched to the smaller piece, I think it helped a little bit, but it was also, I think I was also more aware of what was going on at that time too. After a couple weeks, right before I switched to the smaller piece, I randomly found this piece of green jasper in my car. Now the thing about that was, just the day before, where I found this, I had vacuumed really, really good. So it shouldn't have been there. There shouldn't have been anything under that seat. But I had gotten out of my car and looked down, and it was there between like the lip of the doorway and where my seat is, just down there on the floor. And this was just sitting there. I have never seen this piece before that day in my entire life that I know of. I definitely would have remembered this because this is so cool. My husband has never seen it. And I used, I've got several apps where you can take the picture and it'll tell you what it is, and they all said green jasper. So, it kind of, I started carrying this because I took it as a sign that I needed it. And it calmed down the anxiety. It helped with the focus thing. And once, I didn't even look to see what green jasper helps with, or the properties. It just helped, so I went with it. So I carried it with me the entire month. The rest of the month I worked with White Howlite. I did, at one point, just, instead of carrying it with me, just kept it in my space. And that seemed to make a huge difference. Like, I could do what I needed to do. I could, prioritize and focus on what needed to be done at that point and plan ahead to what I was going to work on later. So that did help. So, in conclusion, I don't know what to think. I was surprised. I loved White Howlite for a long time as a calming crystal to help me focus, and now I know I need to be a little more careful with it. So I can have it in my space. I can use it, if I'm doing a crystal grid, it's perfectly fine. Manifestation bowl, or just having in my workspace, that's okay. But I can't use it as a daily carry crystal anymore. It won't be, in part of my daily carry pouch, which was really surprising to me. I thought it was just going to be like the answer to my patience issue. I haven't found the crystal to help me with my patience yet. I know the fluorite helped a little bit, but I was surprised. It was weird. So, I still like it. I still really like White Howlite. I won't use it as a daily carry. It'll be in my workspace type crystal from now on. So, for September, I am working with Tiger's Eye. Now, I have a ton of Tiger's Eye. I've loved Tiger's Eye for a long time. I've used it as a main, I used it as a main manifestation crystal for a long, long time until I found Goldstone recently. And when I chose a Tiger's Eye, this one is so cool. I love this. When I chose Tiger's Eye for September, I decided we needed some manifestation work for September, not knowing exactly what all was going to happen in September. And I'm really glad I chose it. But we'll get into that next month when I do the video. Now, I have tons. I've got a bunch in storage. I've got a bunch of tumbled pieces. These are actually pretty big. This is the one I wanted to carry this one, but this one was just way. I tried, but it is just way too big. But I love holding it. I love this piece so much. And this one is a little big to carry. But all of my other pieces, I've got manifestation boxes, manifestation bowls, money bowl. It's now on, if I released my emergency crystal grid update, I've got a piece on there. I've got it everywhere. And for some reason, these two bigger size pieces are all that I could find right now. So this is the piece I'm carrying. It is a little big, but it's working. I really wanted to carry this one though. So that will be for next month's video. If you've got any questions about White Howlite, or if you've got any comments about how you work with it or your experience, put those in the comments. And I will see you next time.